My story begins in central Auckland, Mount Eden. It's Sunday, April 1980. The Mangere Bridge motorway construction is at a halt due to some workforce protest. Something about low wages, poor health and safety protocols. I guess Kiwis being overly politically correct about everything has always been around. This project doesn't completely open until 83 anyway. Which brings me to that fact. My parents, they migrated from Samoa here in the mid-60s and 70s, met here, married, and had me, the first newborn. My parents later moved to Mangere, South Auckland and bought their first property for around $12,000. I still can't believe this process. This home was the anchor and stopover for many of my families migrating from Samoa before they ventured off to the great land of milk and honey, so they said. Whereas in my shoes, milk I could steal from the neighbour's letterbox, and I never tasted honey till I was 15, so I was sweet. We later moved to Avondale, West Auckland in 87, selling that house for $57,000. I was your typical Kiwi born, not a clue in the world where Samoa was on the map. I'd been there when I was 5. I knew I was Samoan, but didn't really understand what being Samoan meant. Fast forward to my teens, I still attended church every Sunday, wore crooked halo, watched all my parents sing their hearts out on Sunday, and during the week, used that same heart to charge up the jandal to beat the stupid out of me. Getting a hiding from my mom in front of my friends was normal. I can laugh about it now, but it was the most embarrassing moment of my life. I guess I get the don't give a shit attitude from my mom. Going to church later faded, getting a hiding also faded. I guess growing up with the jandal, you become immune to it. That's when the rebellion kicks in. I began to wonder and observe the two cultures I was born into, the New Zealand culture and my Samoan heritage. Thanks to my parents, they brought me up. Thanks to my mother's parents who retired from their ministry, I was gifted the art of reading, writing and oratory in my mother tongue, the Nganganafa Samoa. A part of my identity was missing, so digging into my Samoan past I discovered the tatau, the song like Miki. This story is the journey of my father and I took.
Together in love, just standing in the calm, following love's found. It's just you and I. Never let you down. I will never let you down. Just you and I. will comfort you. We'll grow old together to send the calm, following love's found. It's just you and I. Never let you down. I will never let you down. It's just you and I for all time.
So what did I learn? Yep. Samoa. Wala unganganga, wala wanga nguu, a koa man maro fie, I si ufufonga o Samoa. E roa ia o le lalulangi. O e lava penginga o le Pasifika. O moku ngei le vase suinga ula ngai papa. O le a o alu faiva pea I nguu ngau whangau mai ai. Ai susulu a kupea le alofa I nguu ngfausia la ufaku. Whaafikai.
Rolling and choking and moving slow motion, I'm flowing on good. Rolling and choking and moving slow motion, I'm flowing on good. Step out the door and I'm rolling slow motion. I'm finna get down with my G's. Look around the crib and then pick up my keys. Hop in the fold and go so niggas don't know I'm puffing on that reefer. The chronic they grow from the trees. And now we smoking, throwing up bees. And I got Bone Thugs on my team. You know we steadily drinking that liquor. Walk off in the club, say what's up to my niggas. And I'm stumbling into that hydro. Look at me eyes low with a pyro. Smoking the same in Indonesia, in Cairo. I'm back to back in them blunts. Now where did me light go? Before I get